Hey, what's up, guys? You know what day it is? It is Monday, and I am going to where, the place that everyone is so excited to go to, right? Well, some people, but you can see all the cars are out there right now. We're all going to work, all going to a place that maybe a lot of them don't want to really go. And I want to kind of talk about something that's pretty important. And I know something that I definitely struggled in, especially when it's something that I didn't want to do. And a lot of that has to do with the reaction, but it's a very important word, and I think can significantly change. It can significantly alter the course of, how your life really comes out at the end of the day. And that's the attitude that you hold and what you do. Now, I am guilty of many times having a bad attitude of, I don't want to be here, I'm going to put on an angry face and just, don't bother me, right? No one look at me, no one bother me, I don't want to be here, this isn't fair, why me, all that. But it's funny because I actually, at one point, have tested that to where I went a few days, just let my negative attitude take over, and I compared that to when I actually went in with a positive attitude, where I went in being like, oh, this is, sometimes you got to force yourself in certain situations, but when you go in with like, you know what, things are going to look up, this is good, things are going to play out today well, you know what, I'm not going to let that negativity take over. And it's crazy because when you actually change that attitude, like if you could like put side by side, how like sometimes people have that like replay, like there was a movie where like you could go rewind and then redo it or whatever. If you could literally test, A/B test for marketers out there, but if you could take one day where you went all the day with a negative attitude and you took same exact day, same exact everything around you was happening, but you did it with a positive attitude. If you could literally see the difference in how people reacted to you, how you perceive that people reacted to you, how your day went, you'd be surprised how much a good attitude, staying on the positive side of the attitude, can really make in professionally, but just in general, personally. I mean, whatever you're doing every day, having a good mental attitude is really, how you're gonna get to where you want to be, whether that's in whatever area in life, just personally, like the way that you perceive the world. Good attitude's gonna take you there. There was a really good quote I heard about this, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was basically, in essence, to like summarize it, it was that attitude isn't a result of success. No, let me rephrase that. Success isn't a good attitude doesn't come from success. A good attitude is what gets the success. So it was like flip-flopped it, like where most people think, oh, well, he's got it all, things are going well, it's easy to have a good attitude. But what they don't realize is that a lot of times it's flip-flopped. It's what got someone there. Because, look, dude, I don't want to go, like, personally, if I was really to ask myself, Dylan, would you rather go home, focus on things with a business and, things that you want to do, or would you rather go, to your job right now? And if I was really to answer that question, of course I'd rather be home. Of course I'd want to do what I want to do, but I don't necessarily would rather do that. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go to the job today, have a good attitude, and think, you know what, this is a step towards where I want to be, step towards where I want to go. And man, I can tell, I can look outside the window right now and I can look into another car window, but I'm trying to record this video right now and drive, so I don't want to do three things at once. But if I was to look on the faces of some of the people driving by, I would understand 100% what they were feeling right then. And a lot of them would be that, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to go here today. Like, I know. I know, man. I know. But it's crazy because it's like you either go through the struggle struggling, or you go through the struggle with a smile on your face and a knowing that you're digging out of that and that you're going to where you want to be. And so with all that being said, I did want to think, I've been thinking of this idea because, I want to create, because a lot of times people aren't necessarily like going after what they really want to do in life. Whether that's, they're working at a job that they're just years and years going by and they're not happy, they keep doing it. And it gets harder over the time to actually, keep that smile on your face. So what I wanted to do, and if anyone is interested to let me know in the comments, is I want to create I guess you'd say, maybe like 60-day action plan or a sheet that'll help you figure out what you really want to do in your life, so that even if you're holding a job right now, you can start taking action towards what it is that you really want to do in your life. So that could be starting a small, side hustle, side business, whatever. And I want, because I've actually kind of done it with this, but I've also done it with something else, despite the fact that I'm working a job right now. So if that's something you'd be interested in, and some of the tips that I learned through doing it, and ways that you can kind of take shortcuts, I guess you'd say, to getting towards, that what you're trying to go after, that side hustle, that true passion that you have, that business you've always wanted to start. If you want that sheet, comment below and I'll actually create it. I haven't actually created it. I have the whole idea in my mind on how, I would set it up. But, I haven't created it yet because I don't know. Do you guys actually want it? If you'd like something like that, make a comment below and I'll actually get started on making something like that has, good value in it, so that you guys can actually use that and break out. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to quit your job tomorrow. It could mean that, hey, you know what? I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. It's something as simple as that. Or I've always wanted to sell or create jewelry or whatever. I can help you outline and help you connect the dots, that point A to point B, on how you can begin doing that while still holding that full-time job. And who knows, maybe that side hustle becomes a full-time job, and maybe that could be the way that you break out from what you don't want to do, that 9 to 5, to now having, that ability to live the life that you want. Look, I mean, dude, it doesn't take much to see everyone out here today is sitting in traffic. And I'm sure a lot of people don't want to go there. But if you do want to break out and you want this sheet, let me know. Otherwise, remember, guys, a good attitude is really what's going to take you to where you want to be.